tell the crowd a little bit about what you do and what you do very well.
Yep, perfect. So I'm Nolan. I run a B2B lead gen agency, mostly specializing in commercial equipment companies. So I've been doing so for several years now, mostly through emails and warm calling. And yeah, that's basically it.
Cool, cool. So, I mean, you've been running lead gen for a long time here. I know you've gone through a lot of different providers out there for either infrastructure or tools or sequencers and all this different stuff, right? But I wanted to know in particular with Peeker inboxes, right? What problems were you facing before you even found us?
Yep. Yeah, and that's totally correct. So I've used most of the tools out there because obviously as an agency, being able to serve your clients is, that's basically all you need or all you have to worry about. So I've used Smartlead instantly, all the other mainstream tools out there, especially for cold email marketing. As far as inboxes go, the main issue before, well, it like the emails are still getting sent before, but obviously a part of it is always, adapting the best technology out there and adapting, the best infrastructure out there that would last you and your clients for, not just 6 months, maybe even, like more than that, right? So obviously deliverability is key. And obviously, I don't know if I should get into this already, but with the way their inbox infrastructure or with the way Peeker sets up their inbox infrastructure, it's not really just meant for deliverability, like sending to Outlook inboxes. It's more so the robustness, like it would last you a long time. Like with other inboxes, obviously, the minimum is around 3 months, 6 months, depending on how you use it. But if you set it up correctly, then it would last you longer, and obviously saves you both time, money, and effort.
Yeah, cool. Have you changed any of like the practices that you do on the lead gen side from the inboxes
Mhm.
that we've set up for you? Is there any like cost reductions or less hassle? I know you mentioned that, or maybe like
Yeah,
better deliverability.
yeah. So primarily, it's better deliverability. Although it's not very um, like it's not very astounding as far as like a 5% increase to all of your campaigns, right? But it's a really relevant bump in the metrics. Like you would instantly, like with us, we're easily able to experience around point like a 0.5 to 1% increase in our usual reply rates,
Okay.
because that's mostly I would say due to how it's set up and how the sending is distributed throughout the inboxes. So deliverability number one. As far as effort, the team is, again, they're really easy to talk to, from setup to support to removing accounts if you need to. So yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And then I know you've used other resellers in the past. So then and other agencies typically use many resellers
Yeah.
even to diversify. What would you say is like the primary thing that differentiated Peeker for you compared to other inbox solutions out there?
Mhm. So with other inbox solutions out there, like the one we're previously using, just to give an example, is usually we send around 20 to 30 like emails, like emailish per inbox. But with the way Peaker sets up their infrastructure, you can send way less for less than what it would cost, while also, having better deliverability and having better longevity.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure if you want me to, but
Yeah, sure. I mean,
it's
let's go into like the structure, right? Because I know
yeah,
one of the main objections of a lot of agency owners is like they're very
yeah,
used to sending from G Suites and they send
yeah,
like, 20, maybe 30 emails a month or a day per G Suite
yeah,
account or per inbox. Whereas a lot of the infrastructure that we set up on Azure, for example, is like up to 5 emails a day, and there's
yeah,
like almost 100 email accounts per domain. And
yeah,
it's like, what was your experience with that? Because I know that's like a completely
yeah,
different structure, but like
yeah.
it does perform really well, right? So we've been testing that a lot. Tell me your thoughts there.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, that I totally relate with that because I was one of those agencies
Yeah.
that mostly use G Suite accounts because it's Google, and it was what I trusted the most before. But again, like, I would say the message would be, just don't be afraid to try it out. If you're, if you're an agency like myself, and you're looking to maybe improve things a little bit more for better performing campaigns, you don't have to do it like you don't have to migrate all of your accounts. You can start testing different things, start seeing better results, and then from there, you can obviously migrate all of the other stuff. But in terms of infrastructure, it was different, like as opposed to before when I was using Google inboxes. The number of inboxes is usually proportionate to the number of domains. So, if you have like 100 inboxes, 50 inboxes, chances are you would have around 25, 50, 75 domains, or however you want to set those up. But with the way that Peeker sets their thing up, you would have way more inboxes just off of one, two, three domains, less sending. And obviously for us, again, it works out, and I wouldn't vouch for this if we're not getting responses, like, we're not getting results, we're not getting booked calls from our campaigns. So yeah, I mean, just test it out for yourself. It's obviously, for me, it's good. um yeah, it's different, but sometimes different is also good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Nolan, thanks so much for the testimonial. Helps out a lot. If you're watching this video, hope to see you inside of the Peeker community, as well as maybe trying some inboxes. All right.
Perfect.